Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
Some North Fargo families are processing the news that 3 high-risk sex offenders are moving in next door. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Mike has the evening off. Valley News team's Natalie Parsons spoke with parents and children about their safety concerns.
Those living in North Fargo are on edge about their new neighbors, especially when they're labeled high-risk sex offenders.
I wish it wasn't there and it was somewhere else.
Anthony Joseph Turner is residing at 202 7th Avenue North. He was convicted of gross sexual imposition in 2000, and his victim was a 4-year-old girl. Turner will be living directly across the street from Jasmine Grundyson and Jessica Olson's families, and they already have other sex offenders down the road.
It seems this is a hot spot for him right now. You know, especially with all the other crime going on in the neighborhood.
Then travel west to 735 14th Street North, where 2 more high-risk sex offenders reside. Stuart Dwayne Kelly was convicted of indecent exposure on multiple occasions, with his victims ranging from adults to minors, all strangers to him. As for John Leroy Bussert, he was convicted for luring a minor by computer. His victim was a 13-year-old girl in 2013.
It's just kind of disturbing, I guess. It's concerning. And being so close to the school and with having kids.
These high-risk sex offenders are located within blocks of both Horace Mann and Roosevelt elementary schools. For children old enough to be aware of the situation, they say it's scary.
When I hear something like this, I feel like mom should just come and pick me up from school.
Parents of children living in the North Fargo area say that they will be taking safety precautions.
Not talking to strangers and coming home right away after school and walking with friends.
Just make sure that somebody's with them at all times when they're outside. You know, even though we have a fenced-in yard, that doesn't make them safe.
In North Fargo, Natalie Parsons, Valley News Live.
The Fargo Police Department cannot dictate where a sex offender chooses to live, but routine checks are done several times a year to ensure they comply with their high-risk registration. The Department of Defense is listing the Grand Forks Air Force Base and Hector International Airport's Air National Guard Base as 2 sites with possible ground and drinking water contamination. The DoD says chemicals used to extinguish jet fuel fires may have leaked into the ground from training exercises. The government is not sure of the scope of the issue, and residents near bases on the East Coast have reported elevated chemical levels. We asked the commander of the Air National Guard Base if he knew of any impacts from this report.
Well, I'm not aware of the report, but obviously we have a fire department out there, which most recently, and the reason I say that is we used to provide, our firefighters provided all the fire protection for the Hector airfield.
We have posted more information about the chemicals' side effects online. Just visit valleynewslive.com and click on this story. Police are now calling it murder. The body of a male victim was found in the parking lot of the Flying J Travel Plaza in Grand Forks early this morning. The victim is not being identified yet because family members need to be notified. However, police have arrested 31-year-old Crystal Lynn Feist and have charged her with murder. Her connection to the victim isn't known yet. Police were called to the Flying J Travel Plaza just after 5 this morning, where they found the male victim inside this car. Police aren't commenting on how the victim was killed. However, they have confirmed the victim planned to meet an unknown person here early this morning. And now the suspect, Crystal Feist, is in jail charged with murder. Police say more information will likely be released tomorrow once the victim's family has been notified. It's been brought to our attention that a video is circulating showing a man climbing a man claiming to have climbed the tallest TV tower in the world, and many people believe it's our tower in Blanchard, North Dakota. Valley News team's Cornelius Hawker talks to 2 people who clear up this case of mistaken TV towers.
A YouTuber claims to have climbed the world's tallest TV tower, and several media organizations are saying it's the one broadcasting this signal to you right now. But that's not the case.
By looking at the video and the picture shown there, the tower is different. It's smaller than our tower. The paint is different. The landscape is different below, and the antenna is not. We don't have an antenna like that on our tower.
Valley News Live's chief engineer Doug Jensen took one look at the video and knew it wasn't our tower.
In looking at the land around here. That's not the profile of what's on the bottom of our tower.
This is how the base of the tower looks, and here are the signs warning people about the dangers of trying to climb this structure.
I was even there as a kid when Dad was building that thing in '63. Yeah, and that was not the tower. I know the antenna, the steel.
Kevin Rescue works on towers for a living and is pretty certain he knows the location of the tower in the now viral video.
This is some abandoned TV tower because nobody operates on this batwing type antenna anymore. So this is probably some abandoned TV station. There's a few of them in South Dakota, but none left in North Dakota like this.
Rescue has a message for anyone that thinks doing something like this is cool.
I won't even go to a funeral for people like this. If they're going to be stupid, they don't deserve me to attend or say nice words about them. I've already made my mind up when I see stuff doing stupid stuff like that. I hope they see this and they'll know that somebody that knows the business thinks that it's really stupid, and I give you no points for being that dumb.
Cornelius Hawker, Valley News Live.
Our tower in Blanchard, North Dakota is actually the 4th tallest TV tower in the world. The 3 tallest ones are in Asia and the Middle East. A Jamestown police officer is being asked to resign following an internal investigation related to a Valley News Live whistleblower report. The Jamestown police chief is asking for the resignation of Sergeant Thomas Nagel. According to the internal investigation, Nagel allegedly violated 19 different policies. He has been an officer with the department since April 1989. Today's recommendation follows the termination of former Sergeant Elizabeth Kapp about a week ago. It all stems from a whistleblower report we first brought you about the alleged misuse of government property in the Stutsman County Sheriff's Office. If you need help with an issue in your community, call our Whistleblower Hotline, and we'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. Call 237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. Nancy Reagan was laid to rest today. A funeral for the former First Lady was held at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library. The first row was filled with political dignitaries. Patty Davis and Ronald Reagan Jr. eulogized their mother, as did Reagan's former Chief of Staff, James Baker.
Most of all, I will remember looking out the window to the sweep of sunset and seeing my parents sitting together on the sand. Maybe on the other side, there are endless shores and eternally brilliant sunsets. Maybe it's possible to sit there forever, undisturbed, 2 souls happily entwined, needing only each other.
Mrs. Reagan died Sunday at the age of 94. Valley News Live 10 at 10 continues with news that a multi-state outbreak of salmonella in pistachios has hit North Dakota. 11 cases in 9 states have been reported, one of them in North Dakota, but Minnesota is also included. Wonderful Pistachios voluntarily recalled a limited number of flavors and sizes of in-shell and shelled pistachios because they may be contaminated with salmonella. The pistachios were sold under the brand names Wonderful, Paramount Farms, and Trader Joe's. 2 people were hospitalized. No deaths have been linked to this outbreak. Consumers can return the product to the store where purchased or to Wonderful Pistachios for a full refund.
Valley News Live 10 at 10 continues with no wait weather.
So I think we're getting used to this. Temperatures 30 to 35 degrees above where they should be this time of year. Records shattered across the region again today, and that's not going to be the case as we go through the second half of the month of March, unfortunately.
Oh man, you had to lay it on us, huh?
Yeah, things had to change. Everything's going to average out, but we still got a few days left of really nice weather, and it happens as the weekend starts.
There we go.
Let's take a look at that tower cam time lapse. We had mostly sunny skies to partly cloudy skies as we went through this afternoon. That southerly flow and the sunshine this time of year really got temperatures up there as we saw record highs across the area for the day today. Record highs of 63 in Fargo and at Grand Forks. Temperatures at Jamestown at 65 degrees for a high today. We also hit a record high of 70 degrees as we made our way down toward Sisseton. And as you make your way into Minnesota, temperatures ranging from the mid-50s into the lower 60s. With the high temperatures today, temperatures still pretty warm out there into the 10 o'clock hour. 40 right now at Fargo, Grand Forks at 42. 36 right now, the cool spot at Jamestown. We're seeing some clear conditions out there. Temperatures into the mid-40s as you make your way into Northland, Minnesota. here's the satellite loop over the last 3 hours or so. We saw partly cloudy to mostly clear skies just north of Fargo. Clear spot just to the north of Jamestown, but we are staying dry out there as we go through this evening with that mix of the stars and clouds. High pressure off to our south. A very strong southerly flow is getting temperatures up there. With that sunshine today, we did see those record highs. We're tracking a low pressure system just off to our west that will get into our forecast area as we go through Saturday night into Sunday, and that will change things for us. But we're still tracking all that rain that's falling into portions of Mississippi and Alabama, reaching back into Texas, quiet into the northeast and into the Rocky Mountain states. And there's some rain off the west coast that will start to get into our area as we go through Sunday night, but still through the overnight period into the day on Saturday, still plenty of sunshine out there. Another day where record highs will be in danger. Temperatures well into the 60s in most places. We'll start to see an increase in the clouds as we go through Saturday evening and into the overnight Saturday into Sunday. And we have that chance of some showers and possibly some thunderstorms as we go through the day on Sunday. Temperatures still pretty warm for this time of year to round out the weekend. Sunday's highs close to 60 degrees. We're starting off near 40 as you plan your day for the day tomorrow in Fargo, 58 by noon, and we'll see mostly sunny skies near record highs again, 65 by 5 p.m. Into the upper 60s and lower 70s across the Southern Valley, mostly sunny skies into Lakes Country for tomorrow, sunny and warm into the mid to upper 60s out there. Northland, Minnesota, not bad for this time of year. Temperatures into the upper 50s and lower 60s into the Northern Valley, sunny and warm temperatures, close to 60 up north and closer to 70 as you make your way further south. Now extending the forecast for the day on Sunday, a chance of some showers and thunderstorms, high of 59 degrees. We're going to stay dry on Monday, a partly cloudy high near 60, then 50 on Tuesday, a 40% chance of rain showers turning breezy with a mix of some rain and snow showers for Wednesday, a high near 40, and a slight chance of some flurries or snow showers both Thursday and Friday, but temperatures are going to be near normal for this time of year into the low to mid 30s. So no more 60s after that. The trend does show much cooler air coming for the 3rd and 4th weeks of March. So enjoy this weekend. We're going to be back to normal later on this week. We could be driving through some snow also.
Yeah, at least 4 good days out there.
Yeah,
I mean,
4
it's all
good.
fine this time of year anyway, right?
Yeah, things start to change on Tuesday. So we have this weekend and the start of next week.
All right, thanks, Justin.
Yep.
Still to come tonight.